played 5 games, but they're already making history for a strange reason. Let's take you to the 5th inning of the Intercounty Baseball League's team game against the Guelph Royals on Sunday afternoon. We'll listen in on the commentators on the YouTube stream as they describe what happened.
I wonder if one of those benches is going to get a warning from the umpiring crew here to maybe the Barnstormers dugout. Wouldn't be surprised. And Jeff Hopman, your public address announcer. Did they throw Jeff out? Did they throw Jeff Hopman out of this ballpark? Oh my goodness. They tossed Jeff Hopman, your public address announcer, as he leaves. Unbelievable.
We really can't hear the PA announcing, so I'm not sure what was said or what happened.
Well, we don't have a PA announcer now.
No.
Have you ever seen that in any level of baseball? The PA announcer getting sarcastic sound, says Stats Man Dan up here. So just for playing those drops.
Indeed, it was public address announcer Jeff Hopman who got tossed out of the stadium. It was apparently for some of the sound effects he was inserting into the game, such as this one.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
CBC Windsor web writer Bob Becken reached Jeff Hopman to find out more about his shtick and to get his take on what happened on Sunday. Have a listen.
My children watch a lot of Twitch and YouTube videos. They'll watch an hour of someone playing Minecraft over an hour-long drama or comedy. And I'm drawn to that. I'm like, what is so appealing to these kids? Why do they love to watch this? And so I'll watch it with them just in pieces because I can't handle it. But a lot of it is the sound drops, all the little effects that go in. And I just find it intriguing. What keeps people captivated? It's just the constant change and the unexpected drops and the sound effects that make you chuckle. And I just found that entertaining. And so I thought I would bring that to the ballpark.
Can you give me an example of a couple of the ones that you were maybe using on a quasi-consistent basis?
Oh, if there's a foul ball that comes straight back to the net where I sit behind the plate, I'll play the Simpsons drop where it's it's not Nelson. It's Ralph Wiggum, and he says, "I'm in danger," something like that. Or if it comes in real close to a batter, I'll play that same clip. If a player on the opposing team makes an error, I'll play the Homer Simpson dope. Things like that, and some more viral ones, some more meme type ones, and that's where the infamous bra came in from.
Is it your understanding, Jeff, that that's the one that these umpires took issue with over a course of a period of time, the bra one?
As I've had some time to reflect on this, I believe that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back, was that one, because that one was legitimately critiquing the umpire's calls. But again, as I've had some time to sit back and think about this, and I'm representing myself today, not the Barnstormers Club. I'm wearing a Diamondbacks hat and a black T-shirt. As I've had some time to reflect on this, I think it was a conglomeration of all the events over the past few days, and some of the umpires have been there for more than one game, that they just got tired of my shtick. To be honest with you, and this is going to sound cocky and conceited, I don't think the IBL, which has been around for 100 years, was quite ready for what I bring to the table. I've watched some other streams. I think Welland, the Jackfish, they do some great stuff. But after I got ejected too, I thought, I'm going to check out. So last night I did a deep dive, and I watched some streams from Hamilton and Guelph and Barrie. And yeah, it's pretty traditional 100-year-old baseball. I was bringing something out that I don't think the league was quite ready for. And if they're not ready to accept it, that's fine. I'll tone it back. I'm willing. Too many people have put too much effort and money and time into the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers for me to throw it all away just to drop a few sound clips. I'm trying to stay a little bit radar silent because I don't want this to be a spectacle about me. But at the same time, I feel like I need to share my side of the story. And again, I'm representing myself today because this was all me. These were my decisions. This was a soundboard that I spent, honestly, 18 months to 3 years crafting through that men's league that I did. So I created this. I created this monster myself. And so going forward, I was sent a snippet from the commissioner of the Intercounty Baseball League that said, don't poke fun at the umpires or the opposing team. So we have a couple weeks here where we're not playing a game, so I'm going to rebuild my soundboard. There will be some things that are unexpected, but I'm going to listen to what they have to say, and I won't poke fun at the opposing team, but I'm going to pump our team up even more.
Okay, so bring me to that moment where you find out that you're ejected from the game. Again, you're sitting behind the plate, not up in a booth where a lot of PA announcers may sit in other stadiums. How are you told? What are you thinking? How does that all play itself out?
The whole Chatham-Kent setup is unorthodox, and that's something we were going for. I am part of the show. So I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my shtick, and the home fans love it. I get lots of compliments after the games. And I made one, and the assistant general manager came up to me and said, the umpires want you to not play any clips between pitches. So I sat there, and I thought about it for a minute, and I thought, okay, they must mean some of the more interesting ones. So I'm going to keep it real traditional. I'm just going to play stomps and claps, da-dun, 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 da-dun. And then I go to introduce the next batter, and I see the third base umpire kind of point my direction and give me the traditional signal out. I thought he's right by the Barnstormers bench. I thought he was talking to somebody else. So I just went about my business, again, dialing it back a little bit. Then the bench coach came running towards me and said, Jeff, you're kicked out of the game. And I was so startled and surprised, I just kind of stood up, and I didn't know what to do. So I yelled at the crowd. I said, I'm out of the game. And I pointed at the owner, and he came over, and you can hear it in the audio clip of the live stream. The fans were upset. They're booing me. They like what I do. And so I was just shocked. I just hung outside the stadium there for a while and waited at the end of the game, collected my stuff, and I got selected as player of the game. So I did an on-field interview after that, and the rest is history.
What do you hope people take from this?
Ultimately, what I'm doing is I'm producing a ball game. I am trying to make it interesting for the people in the seats and make sure that they have a good time. Is there some fun poked at the umpires and the opposition? Absolutely, but I picked up a lot of my cues from major league ball clubs. I study. When someone has 2 strikes and I play the Mortal Kombat drop, finish him. That's from something I picked up from watching games at Comerica Park. And if he strikes out, I hit the button again, fatality. Those are all things that I just picked up from other teams. I'm not reinventing things. The bra sound effect maybe was something new, but that's because it's an internet thing that young kids watch. I did not mean to hurt anybody's feelings. I didn't mean to upset the opposing team, if that's what this came down to. I thought some of these young players, London, Guelph, I thought they would get a kick out of it, to be honest with you. And to be fair, I don't know if they actually complained. I'm still trying to figure it all out. And I do wish they would have spoke to me after the game when I had the opportunity. I did approach the umpires. Our paths crossed. I didn't go seek them out. They refused to talk to me. But again, I don't know if that's a league rule where if you eject someone, you don't speak to them. That could be just something that they have to do in order to, so when they file their grievances with the league, that it comes out properly.
That was Jeff Hopman, the PA announcers for the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. He was talking there with our Bob Becken about being ejected from Fergie Jenkins Field on Sunday. Bob's story is now up on our website. You can go to cbc.ca/Windsor. You can also find it on the CBC News app and click on the Windsor section. His headline, Bruh, umpires eject baseball PA announcer from game for use of sound drops. Now, CBC News reached out to the Intercounty Baseball League, as well as the Barnstormers and Guelph Royals and the Umpires Association. We did receive a note back from the Umpires Association. The director said that the ejection was justified according to the rules that are in place. Scott Costello says umpires have the authority to remove anyone who is participating in the game in any capacity. What do you think about this? Let us know. You can text us 519-984-2051. Were you at that game? Did you see it go down? What were your thoughts at the time? Now that you've heard from Jeff himself, does that change your perspective? You can text us at 519-984-2051.